Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Thinking Like Rixy. And today I kind of wanted to just give you guys an insight onto a pretty simple save, but a lot of people do ask me, how do I know directions to saves, and how do I read bodies and whatnot, and what they should do in certain situations. And I thought I'd cover it. I know for some goalkeepers it might be a really basic save, it might be something that you don't need to learn, but there are people out there that do need to learn this kind of stuff, and I'd prefer just to teach it to them, because at the end of the day, we're a goalkeeper channel where we teach everything, whether you're a beginner or an expert. You know, it's one of those things, like, you might not be interested at all, so that's fine, but you can always give your opinion on this. Let's say I say something and you disagree with it, then you can always give an opinion. That's how it works. That's what we're like. We're a community, and I want to just kind of, you know, just share everyone's knowledge and kind of make everybody a better goalkeeper, because that is what we're about, especially on this game where goalkeeping seems to be slightly broken. But anyway, today's clip is going to be a ball that gets fed into the right hand side of the box. The striker has a chance to shoot. I make the save and parry it wide. It was a nice easy save, but there's a few things you've got to take into consideration when you're looking at this save. So let's get a better camera angle here, and we can kind of break it down a little bit. So if I get my guy, let's just bring it back a little bit. I can. That's all. I can bring it back. I'm gonna go with this camera angle to start with, because it's gonna be a hard one. I know you don't play this low when you're actually playing goal, but it gives you a good idea of what you would normally see and what runs to really look out for in that situation, and where he's most likely going to be going in that situation when he gets the ball right there and he hits it, where he's most likely going to be going. He hit it with some force as well. It wasn't like it was a really weak shot. Like, he hit it really well, he connected with it well, and I have to make sure I got my body in the right position to save this one, and I want to talk through a bit step by step on how I did so. So the first initial beginning bit of this play would be back here. This is where the play started off. So the ball gets played into the centre mid, you can see here. So he either has two options. He can either go to, okay, this is gonna be interesting, okay? He can either go to, I'm gonna control the guy, although I'm gonna control the ball. He can either go to number 11 right there. He could easily slot a through ball between those two defenders because they're not really getting it. But number 4 here, he blocks off the angle, forcing this player to turn back and look for a new pass. And when he does that, this gap opens up. This midfielder here, number 6, Pogba, doesn't actually stay with that man with the curly hair running in, and he receives the ball in this situation. So you think he should probably be closed down. It was a bot, obviously, so it's a drop-in game, so it's a bot. But number 26 should be right on him and blocking that shot easily, but he doesn't. And he does force him to put a shot in, but he kind of backs off here, which gives him the space to shoot. So I had to get myself into a good position by doing this. Obviously, I started in the centre of my goal. I then moved, keeping up with the play, using LB to position myself with the recommendation. I made minor adjustments with obviously my left stick to move your player if I needed to, and I felt like it was necessary. I got myself into this position here. As you can see from the play, he had no option to shoot front post. If he hit a really, really powerful like front post shot that went up into the top net or something, maybe that would have gone in. But he had no chance of beating me at that front post. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to make sure you give them zero chance of beating them there. So you can see here, the left-hand side of the goal, easily you can get a ball in there anywhere. Like, if it's a well-hit shot, it's going in. On the right on your screen now, he's unlikely going to shoot there. Some players might. Obviously, this is quite a central shot. If he hit it like really far back post and it swerved in, then it probably would have gone in. But I was doing my job. I was in the right position, and because I was in the right position, it makes it look like it was such a simple save. And some people say that the best goalies make the most simple saves because they're in the right position at the right time, and they don't have to put themselves through a ridiculous amount of trouble to make that save. Because if I was out of position here, like, he could have come in here and he could have easily, if I was out of position, if I was like maybe 3 yards to the right and 2 yards back, that would have easily left open my front post. If I was sitting in this position when he was in the box about to shoot, let's just swing this round, you could see like that front post that has opened up. Like, he would have easily smacked it there. Because I tightened that angle and I was confident on diving right and having that covered, he just had no chance. He just had to take the shot and hope that I really got in the right position and maybe missed it or mucked up or something on the timing. But I didn't, because of my positioning, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, was just the basic positioning, because a lot of people struggle with that, weirdly. But if you're a new goalkeeper, you are going to struggle with it. And I just wanted to really break it down. You just want to make sure that you just kind of talk about the basics. And the reason I knew he was going for that type of shot as well, if he was going front post, he wouldn't have opened his body. I'm going to go to this body position here. He had his body so... You could tell normally. I'm going to try and switch to their player so I can get the ball, guard the ball. Here we go. But there's a few things you've got to take into consideration when he's shooting. You can actually kind of see his eyes. He's looking at that far post from this angle. If you turn around here, you can see he's thinking about going there. I know that you might think that's crazy. It's a game. Like, they could look anywhere they want. But if he's going to take that shot in that area and he's holding the stick, I personally believe, you might slay me for this, but I personally believe that sometimes you can see across the goal and it does look they're going to go that way. But the way he had himself set here, his planted foot was aiming to the left of the goal there, because he was aimed to that far post instead of the front post. And the way he just struck through the ball, I knew he was going to the back post. But anyway, guys, that is the quick episode that I've got today. I want to quickly show you this save at the beginning as well. Really nice animation as well, weirdly. It's a weird animation, but it's quite nice. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.